everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're gonna try this new random ass primer I found from Flower Beauty. I know because of the packaging you can't see what it says. This is the Flower Beauty Supernova Celestial Priming Whip, and I was like, priming whip, wait, what? And I don't remember anybody doing a review on this. I remember everybody being crazy over that wannabe looking liquid glass like serum that they had, and I saw that in CVS too, but I was like, I want to try this because I'm like, I've never heard anyone talk about it. I've never seen it, and I know there's I thought their Supernova Celestial collection came out like last year or something, so I was like, nobody's talked about this at all. Like, somebody need to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. Anyway, this is a priming whip, whatever the hell that is. We'll find out. It's packed with a blend of antioxidants to soothe and rejuvenate skin. This weightless primer leaves a soft radiance to diffuse the look of fine lines and pores. It says how to use. Shake me up and pump a dime-sized amount into palms. Wear alone or as a primer. Now, why you want to wear a primer alone, I don't know, but I guess because it's supposed to smooth out the skin and give you like the diffused look or whatever. Maybe that's why you're supposed to do it. I think this thing cost me $15.99, so, you know, I don't know how well they gonna hold up in CVS because that's kind of high. But I had a 40% off coupon, and that's the only reason I bought it. Because otherwise, that'd be it. Then I had what else? Then I ended up getting some more Maybelline lip glosses. So I think I got the shade Stone, and I got one to put in giveaways called Heat. I did my swatch video on all those on my IGTV. If you all aren't following Gel Beauty 87 on IGTV, sometimes I do random things over there that I feel like nobody else would care about a whole video for it on what do you call it? YouTube. I've shook it for like 2 minutes now, so I feel like that should suffice. Yeah, it comes with 1.9 ounces, and I just want to squeeze it up here so y'all can see what it looks like, because I'm like, what the hell does the priming whip look like? I don't know. Oh, well, that was way more than a dime size amount there. But it took a while to press all of it now, so like we're gonna use whatever the hell this size amount, a quarter, a macaroon, I don't know. Let's go ahead and rub it. So when you rub it, that's what it turns into. Okay, I pumped out way too much, y'all. This child is about to be a drag. Now I see why I said it's down size milk, because well, it's probably like I could prime quite a bit of my face and then some over. So like now I'm gonna try to buff it into skin and whatnot, because all of that came out when I just pressed it once. It does feel nice though, and I feel like you obviously can see the radiance as I'm rubbing it on my face, but clearly, you know, I have way too much radiance, because like y'all saw how much pumped out after they said a dime size amount. So maybe they should fix that pump to where it actually pumps out. Maybe a quarter size amount instead of a dime size amount. Because when I pressed it, honey, it just went crazy. I don't know what happened. And now I feel like I look like a shiny tin man. Yeah, but it feels nice on the face. I can see the radiance in the camera. As y'all can't tell, I'm using y'all as a mirror right now, so I'm trying to stare into your soul. No, I'm kidding. I'm excited that my oh yeah, I can see like gold glittery flecks like on my hand as I rub the primer on. And I still got primer like all up in here, and I'm like, oh god. To me, it's like I want to be like, I'm gonna just rub the rest of my hands, child. Anybody got time? You're gonna have really shiny gold hands. So I'm gonna apply foundation on top of it and concealer, just so we can get an idea of what it looks like with that. And then I'm gonna do the rest of my face off camera, and then y'all get like a couple of check-ins. Now I don't think I plan on going anywhere today, so I don't know how well of a wear test it's gonna be. I do need to go get gas though, so I might just take Adriangameover with me later on tonight to go get some gas, just so it gets a little bit of wear outside. And then Sunday when we leave, I don't have to worry about us going to get gas and then leaving to go home. So concealer brush, darling, where are you? Take this one, and I've been using this the Jouer, what is this, essential high coverage concealer pen. I have the shade Amber, and I use quite a bit because like when I click it up, it doesn't really want to, like, it hardly goes up anymore. So I'm like, I don't know if that means I'm close to finishing it or what, but I like to put this under my eyes to start, because I remember Patrick Starr said makeup by Ariel, who is Kylie's makeup artist, told him he uses the cream concealer first, and then he goes in with liquid. Says this is a cream pen, I like to use it first, and then go in with a liquid later on when I do my other 3 steps of concealer. Y'all know these dark circles in my eyes do not play games. And Adriangameover has been up since 6 a.m. playing video games and talking to his friend online. So that's why I ended up getting up way earlier than I planned on, because, you know, he's talking quite loud. I got up at like 10 something in the morning, and I didn't get to go to bed till like, I want to say 12 o'clock, because I had to film the Pat McGrath video, and then I filmed a couple of the holiday videos. So I'm trying to get back in the groove of filming, because like last week I didn't feel like filming anything. Like I was so lazy, and then like Monday came and I got my groove back, which sucked, because it's like, you know, I have time on the weekend to film. Y'all know I'm doing the normal thing of spot concealing, which means damn near spot concealing my entire face. Because when you've had acne since you're 12, there's a lot of dark spots and stuff that just sit all around your face. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Only thing is I'm using the CoverGirl concealer, and you can't let this one sit that long. So it's like right when I get done doing this, I'm gonna have to like blend it out, because when you try to let it sit too long, it literally just, I don't know if it's because of the gel consistency or whatever, but it just, child, it just sits. Oh, so I was telling y'all something in the video yesterday. In the Pat McGrath video, I was talking about how Tina the Fancy Face was talking about how she broke up with the brand Give Me Glow because of the way she felt like the owner treated her. So after I talked about that, I shit y'all not, like the that night, the owner of Give Me Glow wrote this whole long comment thing or whatever on her page about how she had a budget and how, you know, she, you know, whatever. And people were like backing her, and they're like, yeah, you know, like people are acting like you're a huge brand and you can't do this, and this. But it's like, it's easy for you to send free products to these people and just send a certain amount of shades to each group of people, and then they swatch it for you, and then you don't like pay them. You just ask them if they'd be willing to swatch if you send them the product. Like, you could have did something like that and not paid them, just sent them like each of them maybe like 10 shades, so that way there'd be a brown person, not just a Caucasian person like yourself. Not to mention the Fancy Face already had all the stuff, and you're gonna use her swatches for the website, and you know, she's gonna put them on her Instagram, you're gonna put them on your Instagram. So it's like, and Tina said she only sent her a few things, but I was just like, child. But then I noticed, because when I first went on there, she had like 7 comments. But then, sorry, let me blend this out. I was told y'all it'll get stuck while I'm trying to run my mouth by this foolishness, because as far as when it's always a bunch of foolishness. But anyway, so she, I think she was like deleting people's comments or whatever, because when I first went on the page, it was like 7 comments. But then I went back a few minutes later, it was only like 3 comments. So I'm like, so you deleting people's comments? Does that mean like they don't agree with you? So that mean they comment gotta go? Or like what? I was just like, okay, now it's just looking real messed up. Like real messed up. I didn't even read what her explanation was, but the fact that I went on there and other people had read it and agreed with what she said, and then she deleted their comments, I was like, I don't know, something about that just seemed wrong to me. Because it's like, if they your fans, they backing you, they agree with what you say, what are you deleting their comments for? It was just, I don't know, I felt some type of way. To put it bluntly, I just felt some type of way. So I was like, Now, I don't know if the Fancy Face has seen the response that Give Me Glow said about her, or said based upon the video that she made. But yeah, it was just a whole hot mess. And I'm like, it just seemed like the brand's digging themselves into a deeper hole, in my personal opinion, by like, you know, going on there and doing all that, making a big fuss about it. Why did you make a big fuss when people ask you for the swatches to begin with then? Why are you making a big fuss about somebody calling you out about not doing the swatches? Because they're a big influencer. But when all your stands and fans and people that buy from you that look like me were asking you to do it, you was quiet as a church house mouse. Why is it such a big thing now that Tina said something about it? Like, what? I just want to know. Because that's how I felt about it. Now, I'm curious to know how other people feel about it. But it's like, I just felt some type of way. Because I'm like, you deleting the messages of the people saying they backing you. Because I swear, y'all, it was 7 messages up there. I went back to look at the thing again. And then, there was, like 3 messages. So I'm like, it was 2 messages. Or it was 2 or 3. The point is, it went from 7 to 3, which says you deleted some people's messages. I'm taking the Filthy Foundation. I'm using one pump of it. I wear the shade 420 in it. And then I'm going to take the Smith & Co. foundation. Because I always feel like this is a little too thick for my liking. So I figure if I mix it with the Fenty one, I might like it a little better. And I just been mixing foundations lately in general. So I was like, let's just add this to the mix. And since they're both like pretty similar in shade, the Smith & Co. is a little bit lighter. I feel like it might help smooth it out a little bit better. And I was right. I've been finding that lately though. Like I remember I told y'all I mixed the lip bar with some different ones. Or just to try them out on my face and see how they work. So that worked nicely. But I don't know, to me this situation seems like he's getting out of hand. And it's like, it's really making me look at the blender and like, you can be loud and vocal about when Tina says something about you, but when the people who just asked you for swatches for them in the first place, you couldn't do it and couldn't be bothered, but now you can say all this stuff about Tina saying and what she says about the experience she had with you. Like, why didn't you just get the swatches done? You got all this new product coming out, but you still ain't got no swatches for people that look like me, that didn't already buy the stuff themselves. I was just kind of like, yeah, it's not sitting right with me. Those are my thoughts on that situation since new developments have arisen. I'm gonna take this It Cosmetics 102 brush. As I blend it out, I just wanted y'all to see how the products would blend out over the primer and if it would still look radiant after I put the products on my face and all that, which is why we're doing it now. I watched Andrea Renee's video last night on the new Huda Stick Foundation, and I wasn't thinking about getting it at all, but it looks so nice on her skin. But I'm like, I don't really use the stick foundations I have now besides like the minted one. I'll occasionally use the milk one, and that one's really nice too, but I'm not a stick foundation type of girl. Like, I just prefer to have my liquid. But I understand stick foundations are convenient, like when you're on the go and you're trying to do something. Like when I go on vacation, it's more likely when I take my stick foundation, or when I have emergency makeup bag, I'll have like, a stick foundation in there or something. But I don't just generally gravitate to stick foundations that aren't the minted cosmetics one, because I just feel like that one looks so skin like a natural. But the Huda one looked very skin like a natural, and she finally got the point, because Andreas Renee said none of the stuff had fragrance in it, because people have been bitching at her for like years about the damn fragrance, and she finally got the point and stopped putting fragrance and stuff because she's pissing everybody off. Or maybe people had laid off her brand for a while because she had put so many fragrances in them. I still have the original foundation that has the fragrance in it. I did get rid of that setting spray though, because she was just doing too much with it. Like, she needed to stop. But the thing is, the setting spray she just came out with recently still has a smell to it. So I'm like, did she just decide she wasn't going to put it in like the actual foundation product since people was bitching about it? Or is it like she just, I'm trying to figure it out. I just don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So. Okay, so I feel the skin looks still pretty radiant after we put on that foundation cocktail combination. Now, as far as blurring goes, I don't feel like my pores are blurred. I probably should have touched on it before we added the foundation, huh? I was just like caught up in the give me glow moment, but I felt like it didn't do that much to change my pores. But again, we did put concealer on top of it on top of that, so it's just kind of like Anyway, let's go on with the concealer I'm gonna put underneath my eye, child, because I ain't got time. Where is it? Can I bring one over here for underneath my eyes? I think that's what I forgot to grab. Oh well, there's some in the drawer next to me, thank goodness. So let's grab one of those. I've been using that one a lot, so I'm gonna use one I haven't been using that often. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm gonna use that one. And what other one am I gonna use? No, that's not a concealer. That's I just. Well, I can't leave that one. I'm not there that long. I don't know. And then we're gonna combine the e.l.f. one and the what's that one? The e.l.f. and the Milani one. So I'm going to take this one and highlight the other parts of my face, and I'm going to put this one mainly underneath the eyes. So I'm taking deep chestnut. I usually like to take deep olive, but I got tired of digging through the thing, the drawer. So we just going to take this one. And I usually highlight the under eye first, so let's get that done. I'm going to take deep tan. And Andrea Montanaro was just talking about how she wanted to finish this up, because she's trying to do a affordable concealer video, and she does project pans and stuff. Now, I tried to do that originally, but I was like, it's not realistic. We all know I'm only wearing makeup on the weekend, so how much panning can I do in 3 days, I'd have to take off my makeup every time I do an eyeshadow video just to be able to, do all that. And it's like, who trying to do all that? I'm not. Just realistically, it's not. Something's going down. Anyway, let's go back to deep chestnut now and highlight the rest of my face. But yeah, I think it's a really nice concealer. And I think I had it in my favorites for 2019, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure that's when it came out. This concealer is nice. It's just I don't like it on its own because it's more of a, I feel like it doesn't give as good a coverage. And then it's lighter than the original shades, which I wasn't that fond of either. So, it's kind of like, I'm going to dab a little bit of this one over here, though, just because I feel like this color is giving a little bit more brightness. So we just want to add a little bit on top of here. Now, I'm not going to powder and all that with y'all after I do the concealer underneath the eyes. Again, I'll just, breathe and y'all see my face done and, in some other videos. And then I'll come back and do check-ins with y'all twice. Like I said, I'm going to get some gas. I'm going to do it later on tonight. I'm not in a rush to do it. So we will see. And this is the Kaleido sponge I got like a million years ago. I just started using recently now. Because this was part of like their summer collection. And I'm just using it like now in the fall. I just, didn't think about it anymore. Because I wasn't at the expired time on the other sponge I was using. So, but I just hit the expired time on a sponge I was using recently. And their newest collection came out. So I was like, I'll just use it with that. I'm not really that big a fan of it. I feel like it's just too hard compared to the sponge that I'm used to using. But I usually use like beauty blenders. So that's probably why it was kind of hard to me. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to go ahead and blend out this concealer. And I feel like it gives really nice coverage. And a really nice finish. And it does feel kind of hydrating underneath the eyes. So that's why I personally like it. I guess it's a good thing I didn't grab another one. So that way I could appreciate this one today. Only thing is, I feel like I have to use a little bit. So let's go ahead and put some more concealer underneath the eyes. Like I said, we're just going to do this. And I'll add a little bit of bronzer on top. Because y'all know I've been doing the powder bronzer thing lately. So, do that and highlight on the cheeks. And then, after I blend it out, I will see you all a little bit later. I got some more Pat McGrath videos too. I want to do some palette masters with the new quads. Then I got the Rare Beauty stuff that's over there on the bed. I didn't have enough space where I'm sitting to put it because I have to have all my brushes and stuff over here too. So I had to pick what we could do, and I wanted to get the primer done first, obviously, because that's the first part of, what I'm going to be wearing for the day. So I was like, I'll do that first, and then we'll worry about that later. So as you can see, I'm just tying both of them in together, and yes, I still do the triangle. I know everybody doesn't, but I still do it. So. And it works out for me just fine. I'm fine with it. Did I break? Yes, I bought a bronzer brush over here. I bought a new set of reference brushes. Like I told y'all, they came in the mail already. So what I did was I brought the old ones I had at home. So I brought the little travel size set I had at home here to use. So I'm just going to take my mini cosmetic bronzer in Yacht Life. It does have green glitter sparkles in it, which I still don't understand. But I'm like, whatever. I'm fine. Just go with it. I usually like to use this one more for summer, though, just because it's more red tone. But I was like, I need to get into it a little bit more, so I'm going to use this. I'm trying to decide if we should review the Natasha Denona highlighter today, or if we should wait till the palette comes out. But I'm like, her palette doesn't come out till like damn near my birthday, and we got it now, so I'm like, maybe we should use it now, so I can have an idea of, how I feel about it. Because I remember I still have to rank all my holiday highlighters, since everybody was coming with a holiday highlighter, and I still have to wait on Pat McGrath to show up, so I'm just kind of like, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a separate review on that once I'm pretty much done with my face. And then we'll worry about, the Rare Beauty eyeshadows. Because those are the first 3 videos I'm going to do today. Then I'm going to try to, do some stuff for my son. Maybe go get the gas now, and then I'll turn around and do the other videos later, like the palette mashups and stuff, because y'all watching the Pat McGrath video right now, because it's 12:30 on Saturday, and I filmed that like 10 o'clock Friday night to make sure it would go up on Saturday. Just like I'm filming this Rare Beauty one now to make sure it goes up on Sunday, and then Monday you'll go back to palette mashups and other things that like I already had pre-filmed. But when I get the new stuff in, I try to make sure it goes up on that same weekend. That is the one good thing I have about filming on my phone. I don't have to worry about editing and all that. The iMovie edit on my phone makes it pretty damn easy. So I usually just put the stuff together there, and then you see it that way. It's not that I don't miss my camera though, because I feel like it gives better quality sometimes on my camera. But when winter comes, like I said, I'm gonna try to have my son come up with an intro and outro for me on my computer, so that way I can do it with my camera as opposed to doing it with my, you know. I feel like I put on a little too much concealer because it's spreading quite a bit, but you know, it's fine. Okay, y'all, so this is where our journey ends when it comes to the foundation. I feel like my face still looks quite a bit radiant, even though we have put on quite a few products. But in all fairness, this is a radiant concealer, so on my cheeks and like the place I highlighted, then the radiance could be coming from there. But in the places where I didn't, I still feel like it looks somewhat radiant, like still right in here and right in here. You saw we didn't put any things on there, so I do think it still does the radiance like it says. Aside from the fact I put on way too much, that probably is the reason why. But I will check in with you all a little bit later, so I'll see. I know somebody at home right now just cringing over the fact that I've done nothing to my eyebrows. They're probably just sitting there like, oh my god, do something, do something. I should probably like pluck these random hairs right here, whatever. But sis, I don't know what to say. They eyebrows, they grow up my face. I just let them stay the way they are. I don't care. Thanks. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all. So random primer update. So I've had this on for a good little while now. I think I put my foundation and primer on at like 11:30, 12 o'clock, somewhere around that time. And it is now 4:30, so I've had it on for maybe like 4 hours, whatever. Unfortunately, I haven't gone anywhere yet. However, I will be going somewhere around 5:30, so if I get next hour, I'll be leaving out and it'll get a wear test outside. So when I come back from outside, then obviously I'll tell you how it went while I was out there. If anyone cares what lipstick I have on Limitless by Proper Beauty. If you want a discount, you need to use the code KH Makeup. I believe that's Karen Harris's code. You can go check her description box and it'll show you like what the code is. But yeah, so that's pretty much how the face is looking. Take a close-up look and see how it's going. I reviewed a few new products today. One of them is on my eyes right now. And then I reviewed quite a few things. Like I did a few palette mashups and all that good stuff. So I reviewed about 3 new products today, which is pretty good because I feel like lately there hasn't been a lot of new products hitting the market that I've been interested in. One of these I think is older and I've just never seen anybody else use it. So I was like, I need to use and try it for myself. And I'm quite impressed with it right now, but we'll see how it gets once I actually get it outside. But since it'll be cooler since it's later on tonight and it's fall now, I'm hoping that it'll be able to work out and I'll be able to use it for the fall to get that nice glow from within situation going on. But I'm impressed with the way my face looks. My nose still looks a little oily, but I just put blurring powder on to put underneath my eyes and stuff. So I'm going out tonight. So I will see you all when I get back home. Okay, y'all. So it's 9:30 at night and I'm finally done with the day. So I figured we could check in on this primer. So I did go outside, but we're in phase 3 here in Chicago, like I told you at the beginning of the day. So it's like I just got to go in the restaurant, order my food, sit in the car and wait till they fix it, and then go back inside and pick it up. So wasn't like a sit down experience like, you know, we've been doing over the summer and what have you. Like I just had to go in and grab it and leave or whatever. So, but this is what my face is looking like. I feel like the primer did a decent job as usual. Nothing ever helps with my nose. I don't know damn what's going on. My nose is just not open to the experience at all. So it's just this whole whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I think the primer looks nice. I feel like my face still looks nice and radiant. I feel like it did a good job of you know, giving me that radiance like it says. Now about the pore filling and sorry, let me read. Excuse me, let me read. It's supposed to diffuse the look of fine lines and pores. I don't think it reduced the look of my pores at all. I'm only in my early 30s, so I don't feel like I have fine lines. If I have any lines, I feel like they'd be around here. And as you can see lines right here and right here. So I don't think it necessarily did that. Now, it doesn't say for how long it's supposed to do that. So maybe like just when you first put it on and then it warms to your skin, it's supposed to do that. And then after that, it's like, girl, look out for yourself, child. I can't be bothered. It might be one of those situations. I don't know, but like, yeah. But I felt nice on the skin, gave a nice little radiance or whatever. Maybe if you're just gonna go run errands really quick, you can put it on with like a serum foundation or something that you don't have to wear that long, so that we don't have to worry about the wear of it. But I mean, overall, it looks nice. It's just I don't know about the price of it, because like I said, I think I paid like $15.99 for it or something, which I think is kind of high. I mean, it is an interesting concept and a nice thing, so it's like I don't regret having it, especially since I went to CVS and got it with a 40% off coupon. But otherwise, I'm just kind of like, you know, like I can take it or I can leave it. I would rather use, like, for an affordable primer, I would rather use the e.l.f. blurring serum. I feel like this does a really good job of blurring your skin and making it look really nice. So, I mean, that's an alternative for me, in my personal opinion. Not to mention there's the one from Revlon. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha liquid silk canvas. So I would definitely recommend that. Is well, so I don't know that you necessarily need to get this one. I mean, it's a cool and unique concept or whatever, but I don't feel like it did anything too amazing to where I would necessarily recommend it. If you want to try it, but I'm not just going to tell you that it's something you have to have, because it was just a okay primer to me. The radiance of it is nice, but I usually dust this on top to make me have radiance. So whether I use that primer or not isn't going to make a difference about radiance, because I'm going to always buff this over my face and then I will have the radiance. So I can use primers that are already in my collection. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.